Good evening everyone, and welcome to the stream, and welcome to No Man's Land. Yes, this time we are actually here on No Man's Land, so the server is working fortunately, so no technical issues this time. So I hope everyone is well. Yeah, it's not Saturday. As I mentioned in the last stream, I was planning to do a stream on Calmsden Farm on my other channel, but because we ended up with doing the contracts on Calmsden on Saturday, I thought I'd do a full stream on No Man's Land this evening instead. So yeah, not the usual Saturday evening, but we are here nonetheless. So thank you to everyone that's watching. As I said, I hope you've all had a great week. So we've got All Sports saying hey, Jordan saying hi, Dominic hello, Rufus Farming Life saying hi. I'm gonna get this name wrong. I'm going to say Vaz because that's easy to say. Apologies. Saying hello. Basti Frank saying hello. Dylan saying yeah, hole up in ain't Saturday. Levent saying hi. Ken Blocks saying hey, and Firehead saying hi. Simmons Stevie, hey to you. Storm calls in the chat as well. Camille, Akos saying hello, and Maria saying I'll be back in 60 minutes. So we're there. Sinead, how are you? Nice to see you back in the chat again. Just before we get into it, I'd just like to say a big thank you to DRndalo for providing tonight's stream, the server for tonight's stream. And yeah, if you're interested in a gaming server, then please consider checking out DRndalo. Although yeah, after Saturday's fiasco with the stream not coming up, I can see people why they wouldn't want to do that, but please consider checking DRndalo with the link down in the description. It is an affiliate link, so I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel. Right, so first what I'm going to do is, in the used equipment sale, there is currently a class a Trion 720. So the question for you viewers is, do you think it's worth us trying to get the money to get this while it's on offer, or spend money on something else instead? So that'll be the question for you to decide what we're going to be doing. So should we save up for this? We can sell our combine header and header trailer to get a little bit of money towards it, but we're still going to need probably close to 200,000 to get the header for it as well, which I think is this one. Combinations, yeah, so to be an extra 63,500 for the header as well. So yeah, it's still not going to be cheap.
I don't have an answer for that.
Shut up, Alexa. I forgot to mute my echo. Alexa doesn't have an answer for me anyway. Buy it, buy it, buy it in time-lapse. This is not the time-lapse, and eventually I may, actually I don't need to take the weight off, do I? I may get one on the time-lapse series, but at the moment I'm sticking with the John Deere, the New Holland combine I've just recently bought. But I may eventually upgrade to a class Lexion possibly in the future. So again, a few saying buy it. Sinead saying hell yeah, Tom saying yes, Sirius saying yes, Julian saying yes to class, Rufus Farm Life also saying yes, Moto Ross saying hi Sim, hey to you. Luke P, hi Sim, how do you film your time-lapse videos? Do you film normal speed and speed up, or film? Yeah, it's recorded at normal speed like this, and then it's sped up by around about times 6 to times 10, up to a maximum of times 40 in some parts in a video editor. So I think yeah, everyone's saying go for it. I know what I've forgot to do. So Stevie can't actually hear me. Right, that's better. Right, Stevie can actually hear me now. How are you, Stevie? Good, good. How's your week been so far?
Very tiring. Work will be very busy. So I'm only home about an hour now. So I plan to have my dinner and basically just sit on here.
Oh, thanks for coming on again. Appreciate it. And I think everyone's saying in the chat yes for the combine, so
I couldn't hear you talking the whole start of your stream anyway.
Yeah, I forgot to change it from push to talk to voice activated.
Oh yes, I see.
Yeah, that was my bad. I just realised then, I'm like, yeah, you can't actually hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was kind of wondering. I said 1936. I didn't hear you starting the stream.
Yeah, that was my fault. Well, so yeah, everyone's saying yes for the combine. Technically, we don't need to buy the header today because we don't actually need it just yet. But obviously, with the combine being on sale, that's only going to be there for a limited time. So we also still have 2 fields we need to get crops in and get some lime on one of them and fertiliser as well. So we've got some field work to do as well. I think as it seems overwhelming yes for the combine, then we'll try and get the money for that first, and then we can have a look at doing the field work.
So start vlogging, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if you're already doing something, carry on with what you're doing until you're finished.
Oh god, no, I haven't even started yet. Like I said, I didn't even hear your.
Oh, okay. You've been waiting for me. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, James saying get the combine. Sinead saying go for it. FS22 Timelapse saying definitely worth it. Stormcore saying is Steve here too. Yes. SFS Invention saying hey. I don't know who's saying hey to. Julian saying yes, buy it. Regs saying buy it. Johannes Muller saying hey all, hey to you. Thanks for stopping by the stream again. Fanatic Farm said I don't think Stevie wants to hear you. You could always mute me if you didn't want to hear me, but it makes it difficult for him to know what's going on if you can't hear me.
Exactly, yeah.
Simon saying good luck with some stream action in midweek, yeah. So, as I'm kind of having a little mini break from recording as well this week, I'm doing the streams a lot easier, so I don't have to worry about editing and rendering the video after. So yeah, there was no time-lapse video Monday. There wasn't one today. There will be one tomorrow, and there should be one Friday. There won't be a time-lapse on Saturday, but there should be one Sunday. And next week it may be back to normal. I'm not 100% sure yet. Just to try and stop me getting burnt out with playing the game, because I was starting to lose a bit of motivation to play, getting a bit frustrated with it. So I kind of needed to just try and have a not complete stop playing, but reduce how much I've been playing. And also that's given me a bit of time to get a few other things I've been trying to get done for a few months sorted out. So I've had, if you've watched the last couple of time-lapse videos, you'll have seen the new intro and some new graphics and stuff. So stuff I've been trying to do since before Christmas. I just not got round to doing it. So the plan as well for this week is try and update the mod lists as well. That's another thing on my list. Today I've been doing a lot of cable management on my setup. I've now got my 3 monitors for streaming set up. So I've got my monitor on my left now has got the actual Streamlabs open on that monitor, so I can actually keep an eye on what's showing on the stream, keep an eye on the audio levels and stuff like that. And then the monitor to my right is now in landscape mode, which is full screen chat, which makes things a lot easier for me to see the chat. So I've managed to get that sorted out, and I've done a lot of cable management underneath, which is desperately needed doing for a while as well. So hopefully I can get all my setup finished this week, and next week possibly we'll have the setup tour video up on the channel. So it's another thing I've been wanting to do for a while and just not been in the position to actually do it. So yeah, definitely taking a short break has definitely helped, and was definitely needed as well, because I was really struggling to find time to get anything else done. Fanatic Farm saying you'll need about 170 to afford the combine and header. Yeah, we don't need the header just yet, because it's not on offer, so we can afford to get that when we actually need it for the harvest. But obviously the combine's not going to stay on offer for that long, so it's either buy it now or it'll be gone. And yeah, there is the possibility another combine could come up on sale. But there's no guarantees, so make the most of the offers when they come up, or risk losing out on them. And I think with how many fields we've got now, we definitely could do with a combine upgrade. Right, so we'll get this one tree. So yeah, why are you not going on? I don't do Twitch. I don't have a Twitch account. I've never streamed on Twitch. And if I was to start streaming on Twitch, I'd be completely starting from scratch. And it's easier to stream on a channel I've got more subscribers than completely start from scratch on Twitch. So yeah, Twitch is not something I'm looking to do in that anytime soon, but I won't say I definitely won't consider it in the future, but at the moment it's not something I am considering. Sarah Valance saying hi. Legit German saying yeah, you should definitely buy it. Sinead saying if you're buying it is hard, don't do it. If buying, no, it won't be hard. It just means we're gonna have to do quite a bit of forestry. All that with the 3 trailers, it won't take many loads to get enough money to buy it. As I mentioned before, we've got our combine and header we could sell, which I think we'll get around 40,000 for. Maybe 45,000 for that. So that's with the 20 we've got, that'll be around about 65. So we only need around about 130, 125. I wish this log grab was just that slightly bit bigger. It could pick up 2 slightly bigger logs. We have got some planks to sell as well. I don't know if anybody's noticed these. I don't know if this was a change with the update for the map, that the pallets for planks have now changed to these 2,500 litre ones from these ones. I don't know if that was Alien Gym or whether it was the other mod that's caused those to change. So yeah, I was quite surprised when I recorded the time-lapse video the other day and these popped up and I was like, has the game updated and they've changed them again? So I like quit out the game to see if the actual 1.3 update had been released, but it hadn't, so I can only presume it was Alien Gym or maybe the update to the Sawmill mod pack has changed them. Fanatic Farm saying hopefully the patch will come out and it's going to fix a few things. Yeah, the patch should be out by the end of this week. From what I think DJ Go Hammered put on his Facebook page, saying Giants have told him it should be out by the end of the week, so possibly tomorrow or Thursday. So yeah, one thing I haven't asked, the DLC announcement. What are your thoughts on the first DLC pack? I know what a lot of people are going to be thinking about it. I'll just say I'm not sure if I'll get it or not. I possibly will, just because really I should maybe do a video on it, but like a first look. May even do a stream on the 22nd of March when that's released to have a look at it in the live stream, although I don't know if there'll be that much interest in the new DLC, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are of it. Are you something you're looking forward to, or would you rather have something being something else? Maria saying hello guys, I just came in, what do I miss? We've decided we're going to try and buy the class Trion, if it's still there anyway. So used equipment sale, we've got the class Trion 750, 720 combine available. So everyone's in the chat's decided we should try and get the money to buy this while it's on offer. So all we've done is just started cutting down trees, and then cutting the trees up into logs to load up on the trailer to sell. So we can try and get the money for the combine. Right. Alexandre saying new graphics look fresh, thank you. Jakub saying I caught one semi-early. Well, we literally only just started 15 minutes ago, so you're still fairly early. El Machete saying hello everybody, hey to you. Ridiku saying hi to you. Not your average saying your game seems like it's kind of slow-mo. Yeah, this is not a time lapse. Sinead saying they have 183 animals on the farm in real life. Nice. What are they? Cows, sheep, or a mix? Mix of different stuff. Orchidam saying I was telling you last stream that they changed. Oh, I must have missed your comments then. Seems like they changed for all sawmills. Do you have the sawmill mod pack? Because I've got this mod pack as well, which has got these placeable sawmills. So I'm wondering if that was the update to these that have changed it, and it's changed the pallets for like the base game if you've got this mod installed. If it's all sawmills, then maybe if you've got this mod pack installed, let me know, because it may be because of this one, because there was an update to that, which is the slightly different version to the one I've got there. That's the one that comes with the map. Yeah, I hadn't checked the sawmill. I'd left the standard pallets were still there when I was last on my time lapse after the update, so I hadn't seen until the other day. Oh, it was the mod. Fanatic Farm saying it was the mod. Daniel saying I have the same problem. How can you change them back? I presume just disabling that sawmill production mod pack. Try that. I say it's definitely not a game update, because there's been no update to the game to have changed it. So I could only presume it was either this map or that sawmill pack, one of them, because they both had updates recently. Fanatic Farm saying I think they are super ugly tractors. Yeah, they are funny looking things. Kránitz saying they had snow every day of the week, and Monday was a holiday and Friday was a snow day. Nice. Well, nice that you got a snow day, but probably not nice that you've had snow every day. I like the snow when you haven't got to. Oops, that was a bit weird. Agro Photo, thank you very much for the subscription, and for some reason I just need to change something because the sound come through. Right. Sound come through the speakers on my monitor and not my actual headphones then. Right, let me just change my sound. Right, there we go. That'll be better. Yeah, thanks for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content. Stormcall saying, not sure I'm going to buy the DLC since I haven't done any vineyard work. Yeah, I plan to do some on my No Man's Land, and we'll probably do some on here as well. But yeah, it is one of those, it's how much you're actually going to get any use out of it. It'll be one of those DLCs that if I do get it, I'll probably use it once and possibly never again. Sinead saying they have a mix of animals. Maria saying 69 likes, nice. Yeah, Stevie's just up there, so he's loading up the other trailers. So we'll probably get another couple of trees on there. All these smaller bits, I'm just going to keep these and we'll throw them into the sawmill and the carpentry shop. I'll probably do that before the next stream. Just push them all over into the trigger for the sawmill. Right, so yeah, 2 more trees and I think that should be enough for that load. And then we'll get that sold and then we'll see. I think with the 3 trailers we get around about 40,000 for a load. So we should only need 2 loads from each of us and we'll have enough for the combine. Orchid Hamster saying, yep, I have the placeable sawmill pack and also I think it's the mod. Yeah, I'll try disabling that mod and see if it reverts them back. I say when I came in, when was it, yesterday morning or... Yeah, it was probably yesterday morning when I came on to No Man's Land to record. And I noticed the change. I was like, has the 1.3 update been released and I hadn't noticed? Thomas G saying, hello, Swift7. Yeah. I think I've got the playlist to set on the order with the shortest track first. Going from the shortest to the longest, and most of Swift 7s are all very short, so probably going to have quite a few of Swift 7 for the first part of the stream. Kránitz, when did you start? Just got here. We started around about 23 minutes ago, so not long. Daniel's saying they have the mod. Thomas G was already saying hello, said that one. Maria saying we in Norway have loads of snow and I have been on a slalom skiing trip today. Nice. Right, where are we? 28. I'll cut one more down and then we'll get these 2 loaded up. We'll get this load sold. Mert saying hi guys. Eiswolf saying hello, hey to you. Crowden saying soon I'll be starting to record for Saturday's video. Nice. I've got 3 videos recorded time-lapse wise. I just need to edit tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm having an editing and rendering day. So no recording, just going to edit all the videos I've got recorded. Get those all edited and then I can have them rendering over the rest of the day. And then Friday I'm going to try and get another couple of time-lapse videos recorded, and then apart from the stream on Saturday night I'm going to have Saturday, Sunday off completely. And then back at it from Monday. So yeah, I've got 3 time-lapse videos to render, and then I've got 1 Calmsden Farm Let's Play video I need to edit, and then I possibly think 1 or 2 Transport Fever 2 videos to edit as well. Fent314 Vara saying hi everyone, hey to you. Luca P saying, do you record your videos? Record at this speed like this. So it's just record at normal speed and then it's sped up in the video editor. So 21 and 28. What we could also do with doing is getting a few pallets of spruce saplings to get some more trees planted, because we haven't planted any for a while and they do take a while to grow. And we've still got quite a few here, but actually we've got quite a bit more than I thought. So there's still a fair bit here, but we could do with some replanting some more now so they can start growing. So possibly another job we'll have a look at doing today. Jesse's saying S8M. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Sim. Hey to you, Jesse. How are you? Good to see you in the chat again. Hope you're doing well. Sinead saying, I love the last video, it was so good, thank you. I can't remember what was it. Was the last one the flour mill, the grain mill? So the next video should, will be up. Yeah, the next one will be up tomorrow. No Man's Land. I haven't recorded any more on the old stream farm yet, so there won't be an old stream farm this week. Iswell saying, I also play No Man's Land. Nice. I need 123 saying, hi Sim, greetings from Germany. Greetings to you. Nice to see a few new names in the chat as well. So I know Saturday's not the best night for a lot of people. They're probably busy with spending time with family and stuff. So yeah, let me know in the chat if this is the first time watching the stream. I'd be interested to see how many new people we've got in. Arcane saying hello Sim, Mr. Sim and Stevie, hope you're both well. Yeah, we are. Hope you are too. Hans saying, sending this message at 19:54. The delay must be massive for you, Sim Farmer. What's the time you are reading this message? The time I'm reading the message is 58, but I didn't see it straight away, so I don't know how long it had been sat there. Yeah, I might have to look into changing the settings again to see if I can reduce the delay a little bit, because it does seem a little bit longer than it should be. Crowding Game, what episode are you on? No Man's Land recorded? 39 I've recorded up to now. Sinead saying, I'm not watching Saturday stream. That's a shame. I know not everyone can do Saturdays, that's why one of the reasons as well I wanted to try and do one in midweek, just to see if there was more people able to watch, and whether changing to a night in the week would be better than doing Saturdays. Because Saturday was not originally my planned night to do a live stream on. It just kind of, the first one was on a Saturday with the 100k kind of live stream special, and then it kind of stayed at Saturdays. Eyeswolf saying, I love your videos from No Man's Land, thank you. Fent, do you play with Stevie? Yeah, Stevie's about somewhere. He's just over there in the distance, loading up his trailers.
Yeah. Over here. Okay, I'm working away.
Hans saying a 5-minute delay may be a bit horrible. I'll be a bit surprised if it's that long, to be honest. Well, you'll have to put your comment in again and see what you. So the chat for me is obviously comes up instantly, but how long it comes through before I answer on the actual stream. Craden saying he has 192 hours on No Man's Land now and about to record episode 45. Nice. Yeah, I'll be updating the save game for the No Man's Land on episode 40. So it'll be at the end of the next episode I record, which kind of works out quite well because I'll be... The next episode I've got to record is December of the current in-game year, which is the last month of the year. I said I'd focus on building up the production lines. So I've got December left to do. We have a little bit more work to do come the productions, and then I'll be going back to concentrating on building up the farm. So new farm equipment. Trouble opening the grab then. Yeah, I'll be concentrating on upgrading the farm equipment, so getting a new seed drill, possibly maybe a new set of rollers and stuff like that, and then also possibly looking into branching out from other stuff, so possibly next in-game year concentrating on getting a vineyard or doing some olives and getting all the equipment for that. Right, so I think we'll just get this one on off. We'll go and sell this load. I could possibly squeeze a few more logs on there, but I'm more than likely going to knock logs that are already on there off. Joanna's saying, third live stream for me, but I binged FS22, No Man's Land and Crater Lake in the last weeks. Nice, thank you. Hope you enjoyed them. I enjoyed playing on both of those. Crater Lake I liked as well. But... Oops. I told you I'd end up knocking more things off than I load up. I'll try and get this one on the other trail and I'll get that one I've just knocked off. Joanna's saying, are you planning to go to Chainsaw Valley? I've downloaded it to have a look at, and I like the look of it because it's a little bit different in that there are a few fields on there which aren't too expensive, although they're fairly small, and there's obviously a lot of forestry, and it's kind of a little bit different to some of the maps I've done before, like Wilhelmina Forest and stuff like that, because obviously you've got some roads on there and pre-placed stuff, so it's not completely building up from scratch. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to, but I don't know if I will yet. Tanal saying, please input the last Snowman's save game. You can't wait for the new one. It'll only be this weekend. The new one will be up. But if you have the one I've got now, you'll want to change again because I've obviously done a lot more since the last video. Oops. Well, that was a lag spike and a half. Oh yeah, so we'll go and get these sold and then we'll see how much money we've got. I say one more load each should be enough for what we need. Hans sent another comment and I forgot to read that one again. Send one now. I'll make sure I read it this time. Troubleshooting YouTube streams in my spare time, nice lol. Craden, you're making it hard to get 10 episodes ahead of you lot. Well, you should be able to get ahead now because I haven't recorded. I've recorded 2 yesterday. I didn't record any Monday. I didn't record any today. I'm not going to be recording any episodes tomorrow either. Boss 2 saying FS22 will have update hopefully by the end of this week, so it should be either tomorrow or Friday. Maria saying it's better to start with olives than grapes because you get the oil production. The olives are 2,000-3,000 worth more. Oh yeah, olives would probably be the one I'd go with because without spoiling too much. Yeah, well, basically the next production I want to get before the end of the current in-game year is the oil mill because I've got a load of canola. So it would probably make sense to go to olives first, as I will have the oil mill to process those for olive oil. So possibly, yeah, getting an olive farm. It will be in a separate area from where the farm is, so it'll be on like built as a separate farm, or maybe not a whole farm, but like a few buildings to store the equipment in and stuff like that. Alright, so 30,953 for that load. So we're up to 94, and we've still got this trailer that hasn't sold. I don't know, I managed to run past that. Not noticed there's still a load of logs on there. There's another 15,830. So 110,000. Let's just make sure this combine's still there. Yes. Please don't go anywhere. 182,614. It would be great if you could have the used equipment came up. Oh, we're gonna lag spike again. A slight one. Where it was linked to other players online. So you had like an online auction kind of used equipment sales. Matthias saying hello from Croatia, hey to you. Craden saying I have 12 decent sized fields so far in No Man's Land. Nice. I'm trying to think how many I've got. I think I've got 5 arable fields on No Man's Land. And then the big grass field. And then the poplars. I think that's about right. One of those will be changed next year. I'll also be trying to get a few new, couple more new fields in as well. Storm saying I have been using your vids like a tutorial how to build up, trying to copy as you go, as good as you can. Nice. Sinead saying 246,000 old stream farm. Nice. You've been busy playing on there then. I think I've got about 9 hours on there. Bradley saying what's up, Sin? Do you know if the new map got taken off Mod Hub? I have no idea. Is that the French map that was released today? I haven't looked at the Mod Hub, the map section at least anyway, so I don't know. I did see on the actual PC when I looked on the Mod Hub website.
French map on the Mod Hub literally before I joined the game at 7:15.
Oh, is it still on there?
Yeah, it was that time anyway.
Don't know then. Man, that's just another map. Andre saying hello from Slovenia. Hey to you. Sirius there is a small little farm with grapes. No, it's not there on this because I started on start from scratch. It doesn't appear. It's only if you're in new farmer mode. It's like an abandoned grapevine, a vineyard. Brent saying, evening lads, greetings from Holland, hey to you, thanks for stopping by. Nathan Agri FS saying I lost track of the time, no worries. And Source Agro saying, yo, what's up boy from Ohio, well, welcome to the stream. Maria, yeah, which map, I'm not sure. Bradley saying, yeah, it was released today and then it received an update and now you can't find it. I'm not sure. Unless it's got taken down again, I don't know. Crookston House and Estate saying, hello Sim, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are too. Good to see you back in the chat. Craydon saying he bought the 9R in episode 43 with the collectibles. And I'm in debt like $500,000. There was an 8RX, a John Deere 8RX come up on the used equipment sale on my no man's land. And I was like, that'd be nice, but I just don't need another tractor at the moment. Rather spend the money on something else. I'll stream farm, will be back next week. I kind of got carried away with recording on no man's land. So I'll be trying to record an episode on the old stream farm, possibly Friday for next week. Soda Bandit saying hey Sim, hey to you, and Hector saying hi to you. Boss 2, what do you think with the auto drive you could use workers? Or with FS22 auto drive you could use workers? Could use workers to do what? At the moment on my time-lapse no man's land I've avoided using any workers, but I will start to use some soon. As the farm expands a bit more and there's a lot more jobs to do. Skate Rework saying hello, hey to you. STI Coffee, thank you for the subscription. Orchid Hamster saying I just bought a 9470 RX and No Man's Land on sale, 200k, and also had to make the trade-off between expanding the farm or buying the tractor. Yeah, that's where I was with that. I was like, do I get the tractor and then not do the productions I said I was going to do, because I would have no money then to expand on the productions, which was the main focus. I thought the tractor's more farm related, so as nice it would have been to get that. I think at that time it was possibly not the best use of the money. Right, let me try that. Apologies, Alright, just had to sort something out. Scott George, how are you? Howdy everyone, howdy Sim Farmer. Howdy to you. A member for 2 months now, thank you. Storm saying he bought a Fent 900 since my other tractor had to be repaired like every other day. Yeah, hopefully the the next update may make a few changes to the maintenance and repair costs. Hopefully. I don't know if there's anything planned specifically for that or not. Maria's saying the workers were added before FS15. There was workers in FS15, but I've never played a version before that, so no idea on the workers. Crookston House and Estate saying, just wondering why you changed your logo to red. Just because I wanted to have a complete change of colour scheme across the whole channel. The logo is quite versatile, so it's easily changed. Well, I fancied a change. I was originally going to have a completely new logo. But then the ones that I was like shown, I didn't like, and I thought, I think I'd rather stick with my current logo, so I just fancied a slight change with it. Get a little bit more consistency across the whole channel with the colour scheme and everything. So yeah, it may not stay red. It may switch round between the other colours. But yeah, that's another thing I've wanted to do since before FS22 was released. Again, it was not one of those things I just never got around to actually doing. I just need to adjust my volume again. Sinead saying sorry you have to go, no worries. Well, thanks for stopping by. Workers, the automated drive workers on No Man's Land, because there's no roads on the map, I don't think they work. They may work very well, I don't know. You can get them to auto drive down to the shop. If you want to work to take equipment down to the shop, they will do it, but they don't do it very well. And how well they'll do that, like pathfinding, once you've got a lot more placeable objects on the map, I don't know if they'll work very well. Like getting access to silos and stuff like that to unload combine. Unload after you've unloaded your combine, get a worker to take your crop to the silo. Don't know how they'll work on this map. Han saying, yeah, I love the simplicity of the logo, should keep it, really stands out to the crowd of FS YouTubers. That was one of the main things, was just to try and get things to just stand out a little bit more, so it's more easily recognisable. Same with the thumbnails, because my click-through rate on my thumbnails is pretty poor. I've got like a CTR of, I think it's like 3.9%, which is like well below a decent level. I mean, a good level's considered like 10%, but yeah, less than 4% is pretty poor. Milo Martin saying, hello everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day or good evening. Yeah, and you too. Thanks for stopping by, and hi to you. Kránitz saying, soon I need to take my dog for a walk. Yeah, I can't say the word or they get excited, yeah. I don't even have to say it, because I always take my dogs out pretty much at the same time every day. They know what time it is before I do. It's like that. I know when I need to feed them, because they'll let me know. Just like when they'll know when it's time to go out. Maria's saying, I wonder how a green mixed with blue would look. I tried green because I tried a few different colours, and the red was the one that stood out. And I think it's one of those things anyway, red naturally draws your eye. But I've got a couple of, like, I won't probably use them for a logo, but maybe for some of the merchandise stuff. I've got a couple of different designs based on the logo, like with different background colours, which I need to kind of tidy up a little bit because I've just done a rough drafts of them at the moment. Yeah, we'll sell the old harvester before we come to buy the other one, but we still won't have enough at the moment because the our current harvester is only worth about 40,000. Yeah, so 40. We'll get, I think, a little bit more than that possibly if we take it to the store. And then the header is not worth a lot, 5. And then we've got the header trailer, which is, that's only 631, so we're only getting about 45, 50 at most for the combine. So that'll only give us 160, so yeah, one more load of logs each and we'll have more than enough. Samir Sharma Gaming saying India night, 2 AM. Pretty late for you guys. Boss 2 saying yeah, keep the logo. Thomas G saying worker were in FS11, but they used to go straight after hiring them and not get in a line like now. You should always stop them in a straight line. Yeah, I still think the workers could be improved quite a bit. I'd like it if the workers had the ability to do like headlands. So when you get a worker to harvesting, you could set them to do like 2 passes around the headlands first before they start going up and down, rather than just going in straight lines. And also a kind of a simple like follow me kind of system, so you can use it, because the auto drive is great for getting them to take equipment to fields and stuff, but you can't get them to like follow you with a baler while you rake up the field, which will help save a lot of time for some people as well. So having some kind of follow me system would be nice in the base game. I'm still hoping follow me does come out for FS22. But as of yet, I've not seen anything from the mod creator or any info on whether that's actually going to get converted over or not. Skate rework, can John Deere X9 1100? I don't think we can afford one of those yet. It might be a while before we can afford one of those. Cheer Bear saying how's the stream going so far? It's going okay, thank you. We're just on a mission to try and get enough money to buy a combine that's in the used equipment sale. So yeah, if you've only just joined the stream, we are planning on getting the class tree on, which is in the used equipment sale, hopefully still there. So this one, the tree on 750, 720, because it's 48% off, so I mean, we might as well try and take advantage of that offer, because we could do with the upgrade of the combine. Because we're only a couple of months off of probably when May, June. I don't know if we'd get possibly July. Our first crop will be ready. I don't know. The barley possibly could be ready in June, so we're only like 3-4 months away from needing the combine. Boymux saying hi. I don't know if I've said your name right, apologies. Agro Tommy saying, hey Sim, it's been a while since I joined the stream, nice to see a couple of bigger tractors. Yeah, it's definitely nice to get those some upgrade on the tractors from what we were using. I'll start loading these ones that we've got cut, and then see how many more we need to cut. Skate Rework saying need a farm, start ploughing, harvest some wheat, barley, corn, canola, sugar. Why my tractor's not starting? Need a farm, start plough and harvest some wheat, barley, corn, canola, sunflower, sugar. Clayton Hart saying, hey Sim Farmer and Stevie, I hope you had a good day, hope you have too. And I'm trying to drive off with a log I haven't actually picked up. Trying to read the chat then, thinking I'd picked up the log. Nope, it's still on the ground. Oh, that's better. Kránitz saying, I want to get more fields than you on No Man's Land from 19. I can't remember how many I got on 19 on No Man's Land. Try and see if I could work it out roughly. I kept having to renumber them in course play because I kept losing the courses because I had to keep disabling course play, re-enable it, and then renumber all the fields again. Trying to think what the last number would have been. 20 odd. No idea. I'd have to go back on there and have a look. Don't know if I'll get more fields on this on 22. I may have less fields, but some of the fields are a little bit bigger. Well then, saying that, then there's a lot more productions and stuff I'll be doing on, so they're going to take up a little bit more space. Plus then you've got the grapes and olives as well, which are going to take up a bit of space, so may not get as much room, especially if I'm not clearing as like all the forested areas. So we'll have to see how much we can squeeze in. 22 fields, Craden saying. Yeah, I roughly remember around about 20 something. Clayton saying, what dogs do you have? I have a golden retriever, a cocker spaniel, and a Parsons Russell crossed with a dachshund or dachshund or badger dog. Should technically call it a dachshund. But their names are their names are private. I've got one crazy cocker spaniel and a goofball golden retriever. No, to be honest, they've got several nicknames, and it's not very often we actually use their proper names. one of those things with your dogs. You always call them everything but their actual name. Field 26, your farm. On here, yep. So the main farm's on 26 on here. So we started off with the same setup we did on the Timelapse series. So we've currently got, so that's grass field, we just put grass last time. So we've got those 4 fields there and this one just at the back of this sawmill over there. That one we need to get a crop in, but that can be done next month, so there's no immediate rush to do that. But it is something I want to try and get done today. Maria, the price of the class tree on normally would be 330 to 345. Yeah, it's basically half price, so or just under half price. Farmland saying hello, great, hello to you, welcome to the stream. Crowding for me, I don't really focus on decorated houses and villages. Yeah, I like to do that though. My only problem is with it costs, it's just finding the money to actually decorate stuff rather than just plonk stuff down. I tried to start doing a bit of decorating around the buildings off Playstown, but then I just run out of money really quick. It's like almost like I think decorative items should be free. Shouldn't have to pay for them. They are purely just for decoration. Clayton, how long does the stream on for? The stream will be on for another 2.5 hours. So we're about an hour in. So we started at just over an hour ago. So we'll be going for another 2.5 hours. No, I've knocked that one off again. Right, this log doesn't want to stay on that trailer, so we'll put it on the other one. Demont saying hello Sim, did not notice you were live tonight on my Saturday stream, what's happening? Well, Saturday stream we was on mostly on Calmsden Farm for the evening because I couldn't get on the server. So for tonight, at the moment we're just trying to get enough money to buy a combine that's in the used equipment sale. And end of the last stream we did come on here for about an hour. We got one field sown with grass. What else did we do last time? We got some lime spread, fertilizer spread. We sowed some oats as well. Oh, I'll go over there. Oh, kill my tractor. I've just missed it. There's nothing over here. If you start from scratch, this area is completely empty. Field area 33. There's nothing here. So this is where the vineyard should be, like the abandoned vineyard with the shed, but there's nothing here in this start mode. And one thing I did say I wanted to check at the stream last time, but I forgot to, was see if that vent was on this save game, which it doesn't look like it is. For some reason up here on my save game in No Man's Land I've got a floating vent, which I have no idea what it's from. I was thinking maybe it was from the sawmill. And if it is from the sawmill, then if there is one on here, it'll be over this way somewhere. Which I can't see anything. I was wondering whether it was tied to the sawmill, and it was. No, I can't see anything over this way, so I had no idea what that vent is. I can't demolish it. I'm going to have to look in the XML file, see if I can actually find out what it's from. try and get rid of it, because it's a little bit annoying. Seeing like this floating object up in the sky. Never mind. Alexandre saying hello. Do you have morning or evening? It's evening for me. Where's my tree? I'll just cut down. So it's currently 25 to 9 in the evening for me. Storm saying yeah, it's a bit like a glitch. Yeah. Scout Rework saying need job for John Deere 9RX user plough. I don't have a 9RX, but playing one, having one would be nice, especially with a big plough. Venezi, thank you for the subscription. Losing count where I was then. I'm just looking over at Streamlabs on my stream on the monitor, just realised that the watermark is way bigger than it should be, and it's also more of a solid colour than an opaque colour. Alexander, yep, thank you for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Where are we? 14. I just looked over my screen and think, why is the watermark at the top of the screen so big? It should not be that size. I think I've loaded up the wrong file. How many more? I reckon possibly 2 more trees should do us for that load. You're going to watch this, we're going to finish this and the combine won't be for sale. Although we are on times 0.5, so I don't know when it popped up, so I don't know how long it's actually been there. Call Creeper 65 saying hi, hey to you. Fanatic Farm say you almost got the combine. Yeah, almost. Stevie's just sold a load, so we're up to 152. So if we sell our combine now, we'll have enough to get it. So then the extra money we can then, because we can then look at again some other equipment. Alexander saying I was signed in a long time ago but recently unsubscribed, I don't know why. Oh, thanks for resubscribing. Scout Rework saying do you watch Millennial Farmer? I haven't watched Millennial Farmer for a while actually. I just haven't found time to watch much YouTube stuff. So it's probably been a good 6-7 months since before I last watched Millennial Farmer or Welker's Farms or any of the How Farms Works or any of those. Larson's Farm, I've not watched any of Larson's Farms. Sinead saying I'm back, no worries, it's good to see you back. I think we'll get one more tree cut down, so that should be enough to fill this load. Oh, the stumps disappeared. Oh. apologies, Fanatic Farm. I deleted the wrong comment then. No. I'm accidentally trying to click on the things in the chat and I'm clicking on the wrong buttons. Keep getting things popping up for hidden by Nightbot, like spam, and just as I go to click on it, it pops up the wrong. The chat moves up and then I click on the wrong thing. Nathan Agri, what's your favourite tractor? My favourite tractor is the Fendt 1050. I haven't reset the. Oh, that dodgy stumps playing up. Yeah, Fendt 1050 Vario is the my favourite tractor currently, anyway. Uh, 14 we want. 21. I keep forgetting because I've recently changed. I started cutting 8-meter logs on No Man's Land Timelapse series. Although I don't think it makes much of a difference. Chase Flannery's do this channel is so satisfying. Are you going to upload time lapse of this one? Not on my channel, but there will be a time lapse of this on Stevie's channel.
Yeah, it'll be Friday of this week for tonight's one anyway.
So Friday, this will be up as a time lapse on Stevie's channel, and I'll put a link in the chat now for anybody that wants to check that out. And also, if you want to see more content like this, a bit more laid back, slow pace, then check out my other channel, Simfarm Plus. I've currently got a Let's Play series on Calmsden Farm going on, which I will be getting back to that next week. Possibly this week. There may be an episode this week and then back to it from next week. So there's a link to Stevie's channel, so go and check out Stevie's channel if you've not yet. For all the time-lapse versions of the streams from Stevie's point of view as well. You haven't missed much. Still trying to cut some logs to get the money for the combine. Although we do have enough now if we sell our old combine. So I'm just going to get this load sold, and then we'll buy the combine. And then we can look at getting the other field work done. We're finishing at 11 UK time, so it's another 2 hours 15 minutes. Craden saying he just went for a walk and it's not -9, feels like -18 here. Imagine if you've got like a really low wind chill. Temperatures we don't get very often here. I think the lowest I remember it being since I moved here was, we had the one year it went down to like -14 overnight, and that's the coldest I've ever known it drop down to. Durr saying, hey Sim, what do you think about the Calm Lands map? I haven't actually had a look at it yet. I haven't downloaded it to have a look around, so I can't really say what I think of it until I actually look at it. I think it kind of reminds me from the description, similar to what Newlands was on FS19. But yeah, I haven't downloaded it to actually have a look around with it yet. So I will try to at some point see what it's like. Scout saying on FS19 Millennial Farm map John Deere 9870. Nice. I'd never played on the Millennial Farmer map. It came out at the wrong time for me, and then it was one of those that it seemed like nearly every other YouTuber was doing something on it, so I kind of thought by the time I got around to a point where I could do something on it, I didn't see much point in doing it, because I thought everyone's probably lost interest in it by now. Rock Verbich saying, have you watched any Mike Mitchell's videos? No, I haven't. I keep meaning to, but as I said with the others, I haven't had much time to watch much YouTube stuff, so I haven't watched many videos from anybody really. Mike Mitchell's one I do want to check out though, because I've seen a lot of comments and stuff about his videos, so it will be one I will check out eventually. Alexandre saying, what is your channel? 4K Gaming. Stevie 4K Gaming. There's a link just a little bit further up in the chat. So there should be two links further up in the chat from Streamlabs. The first one is Stevie 4K Gaming, Stevie's channel, and then the one below that is my other channel, SimFarmer Plus, which is a channel I set up recently, so I could do some other games. Videos on other games and stuff. I say, because I've been having a little bit of reduction of recording and stuff, I haven't done much on that channel this last week, so should be getting back to that next week. Yeah, Mike has the bore go drills and Fendt tractors, isn't he? Don't sound just subscribe to your channel. Craden just subscribed to you, nice one. I still haven't checked out any videos yet, Craden, I will do. Okay, hopefully once I've got things all sorted out, I'll get a little bit more spare time for stuff. Because the way I've been recording, editing and rendering videos, it's just not sustainable at that level over a long period of time for me. So I need to change something to make things a little bit easier over a longer period. Give me a bit more spare time to get some other stuff done as well. Fanatic Farm saying hopefully a map comes out that already has grapes and olives on it. Yeah, having a pre-placed vineyard that you could buy would be nice. Well, I think we've got those two logs there, see if we can squeeze on, and then we'll get those sold. Fanatic Farm saying I want Koole corn style map. Again, it's another channel I've heard of but not watched any content on, so not sure what their farm or setup's like. Marius, welcome to the farm manager level channel membership. Thank you very much for your support, I really appreciate that. Julian saying, do you watch F1? I used to watch F1 all the time when it was on normal TV, then when it switched to Sky. So when Sky TV took over F1, I couldn't watch it because I didn't have Sky at the time. And now I do have Sky, I don't have Sky Sports F1. The only Sky Sports package I've got is the football package, so I can watch the football. So I don't watch the F1. I've watched I saw the last probably 3/4 of the last race of the season, as it was on I can't remember what channel it was on as well, channel 4 I think as well. Yeah, I don't watch it, it's not something I watch anymore. I used to enjoy it, but when it went to Sky I couldn't watch it, and I wasn't going to pay however much it was a month just for Sky Sports to watch it. So I kind of lost interest in it over the years. Nathan Agri saying, do you watch me? No, I haven't watched any of your stuff. And you have 16 and 17 subs, I'll keep at it. I'm sure you'll get more. Alexandre, I changed the design to red just for a change. I wanted a change. Try and make it stand out a little bit more from the from everybody else's. Henschel saying, at least grape and olive fields are easy to build now since they snap to each other. Yeah, that was I think Marius, thank you very much for the super chat. You are very, very generous. I know you are amazing, not me. Thank you for that, it's awesome. Not sure what that equates to in Great British pounds, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And that looks like Norwegian, so yeah, thank you for that. God, that's amazing. That really helps, so thank you. Yeah, I can't. This is what I've mentioned in this other stream. The tractor door is tied to the same controls as using the front loader, so it opens and closes while I'm using the front loader, which I really find annoying. I think it's quite cool that modders add opening doors and windows, but when the controls conflict with the front loader, it drives me bonkers. Yeah, I think the only thing with the red is, like, when you're in the chat on the live stream, the red, the white on the red doesn't look as clear as the black on the white. That's the one downside, is just in the chat on the live streams. But normally when it's a little bit bigger, it's not so bad. So 193,000. So we'll go and buy the combine before it disappears. And then we'll go and get the old combine, we'll get that sold. So I just park that there. Let's go and see Barbara. Hello Barbara. Have you got a combine for us? Thank you. Now we'll just keep it the 720. I don't think we're going to need to change the horsepower on it. So 182,000. Buy it. Yes, we do want to buy it. Ooh, we don't have any manure. The manure spreader is no good to us. And now we've done that, I'll speed up time a little bit. Don't say any likes to the red. Craden Gaming saying, I'm hoping later tonight I'll record episode 46. I record Deer Creek before your stream. Excuse me. Now recording episode 45. Nice. So we've got a nice new, brand new combine harvester. We'll leave it down here for now because we're going to need to get the header at some point. So it's pointless driving it back to the farm to then have to drive it back down here just to pick up the header when we buy that. As I said, we don't need the header just yet, but obviously we will need to get it before we can actually do any harvesting. So that will be the next purchase. Luke P saying, is this the second? Yeah, that was the second load for me. So Stevie sold 2 loads, I sold 2. So what we'll do now, we'll go and grab the other combine and we'll get that sold, so it's not losing any more money. Nomad saying, what would be a nice strategy over the chainsaw or mowing grass when starting with 0? other than mowing grass and start with a chainsaw, unless you start with equipment, there isn't really much else you can do. I mean, technically on this map, you could earn money just with a trailer, because you can actually buy stuff cheaper than you can sell it for. But yeah, because there's no contracts on this map, there's not really much you can do to get going without having starting equipment, because you can't plough any fields or harvest any fields unless you've got a combine. Then you need a seed drill to actually sow crops. So to do field work from crops, you need equipment to start with. Yeah, so unless there was contracts on here, there's not really any other ways without having any equipment. So yeah, I don't know if there is really any other alternative on this map to starting out without doing forestry or I think it's that if you didn't own any land or a chainsaw to start with, you would literally probably it'd be an impossible start. Nathan Agri FS, what did you do to hit 100k? Just kept uploading consistently and just kept trying to improve on my videos over the time as well. So if you go back to my first videos, they'll be a bit different to what I'm doing now, and I'm still learning, still always looking to try and improve on them, trying different things. So I've got a few things I've wanted to try out for a long time just to see how well they do, and I've been unable to do it, partly due to the file size of the video would be too big for me to reasonably upload in a reasonable amount of time. That's now not an issue because I've got the new internet. The other one was the rendering times would be quite long as well. With the new PC that would be a little bit reduced, so I'm hoping to give it a go. I'm not sure how well it will go down. It's probably not something that's not been done before, but it's not something I've seen being done before myself. But something I've wanted to try and see how it goes and see how people like it. So I'm hoping to give that a go soon and see how well it does. So I think it's just being consistent on YouTube is one of the biggest things you can do to help yourself grow, which is tough, especially when you're starting out and you're getting low views. It's so easy to just say not bother uploading the video, but you do really need to keep up that consistency. Uploading at the same time, so if you can only do one video a week, make sure that video is on the same day, released at the same time every week, so your audience gets to know to expect a video at that time on that day of the week. If you're randomly uploading videos at different days of the week, different times of the day, it's difficult for your for people to know when to look for your videos that may not get notifications. So I'd say consistency is one of the biggest things you can do to help grow your channel. So work out what you can comfortably do yourself. So if you can only do like 2-3 videos a week, then maybe split them up, so do a video Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but at the same time then do that every week, rather than doing like 2 videos on one day and then nothing for a week. So we're not far off actually being able to afford the header now. How much did I say it was? 68,000 I think. So we could go for the 1080, which 63. So we only need around what, 4,000. We can actually get the header. So Just see what these ones, because I installed that other mod. That one's a little bit cheaper. I don't know what the difference is with this mod. I installed this earlier, but as over the base game headers, I'm not sure what that. Well, that's the Convio Flex, and that's the Vario. Oh, that's like a drape. Is that a draper style? Ah, that's the draper style header. So that's got the belt on like a draper. It doesn't have built-in trolley though, does it? Oh. So that's the screw one, same size but slightly cheaper, but I think we'll just get the other one. I'm not going to get it just yet because there's a possibility that something may come up in the used equipment sales, but I'd be very surprised if the exact header we needed came up. Oh, I'm wondering then, where's my vehicle? I sold the combine I came down in. Well, we'll run back. A-Walk saying, are the FDR logging mods on FS22 yet? Forestry impossible without them. Yes, they are. If you go to fdrlogging.com, you can download the FDR forestry mods. I haven't used them myself yet because they require all the input bindings being set up for the controller. And also because it was the first release as well, I was a bit reluctant because I know there's probably going to be several updates until they kind of settle down a bit with any issues. But yeah, if you go to fdrlogging.com, you'll find FDR's mods. He's got quite a few bits of equipment out. I don't have them installed on here, but I do have them enabled on my Timelapse save game. Right, while we're here, we'll just check the chickens. So they've got plenty of feed, they're okay. Check the greenhouses as well. 8,000 water in there, and 11 in that one, so they're okay. Right, so field work, what do we need to do? So Stevie's getting the lime on that one. So that field needs fertilising. Stevie's fertilised that one. That grass field needs fertilising. I don't think we can do that until it's got to the next growth stage. So we'll drop that off. We'll drop the front loader off. Marius, you are crazy. Thank you very much for that. You are very, 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 very generous and very awesome. That is a super chat. Thank you very much for that. I can't thank you enough for that. Really do appreciate that. Can you sell some honey? We don't have any honey at the moment. It's one thing we could possibly look at getting soon, is getting some beehives, because they are very easy to work with. But yeah, we don't have. We've got some lettuce we could sell. We've got a pallet of eggs, which the pallet of eggs on its own probably wouldn't get us far off. And the egg price is really bad at the moment. Yeah, egg price is currently like down here somewhere. So yeah, egg price is not the best at the moment, so we'll keep hold of those for now. Let me just drop this weight off. Let me just try and catch up on chat a little bit. Fabric saying, do you play with gamepad steering wheel? I'm currently using an Xbox controller. Saying I like your videos, amazing, thank you. Chromie V saying, is this going to end up in a normal episode? It will, but not on my channel. It'll be on Stevie's channel. There is a link a bit further up in the chat. And there's also a link in the video description for Stevie's channel if you want to check out the time lapse. for that. Victory Stripes, hey Sim, can you do commentary video at some point? I'll put the links in the chat again, and also just get rid of that person from my channel. Right, so link to Stevie's channel, and then if you want videos with commentary, then check out my other channel, Sim Farmer Plus. I've currently got a Let's Play series on Calmsland Farm, which has got current commentary, so it's not a time lapse. So it's a slower paced with me talking on it. I'll try and see where I was in the chat again. Yeah, we'll get the header another time, Scout. At the moment we don't quite need it just yet, so there's no rush to buy it. The combine was just because it was on sale. I wanted to get it while it was. Scout saying Big Bud. Yeah, Big Bud would be nice. Thomas G, you're right about consistency. I was there about every time at 1800 hours, and when you were late I was like, what's happened to him? Yeah, apologies, there was no videos for those couple of days as well. I was meant to put a post up earlier today to say there wouldn't be a video, but there would be the live stream. But then, because I'd completely stripped down my PC, well, both PCs, to redo all the cables underneath to tidy all those up, and I literally didn't finish getting this PC back up and running until I can't remember what time it was. Well after 5 o'clock. WWUO, I'm not sure how you say that. Saying hi, how are you? I am very well, thank you. Hope you are too. Nathan, I will try and watch one of your videos, but I can't guarantee I would be able to. It's just whether I could find the time. Victor Stripe saying, I've read that one. FS Minor saying hi, hey to you. And again, Marius, I've just got down to your other super chat 1000. You are very, 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 very generous. Yeah, very awesome. Yeah, we need some bees. We'll get some bees at some point. Oh, rate of fertiliser. I didn't check to see how much fertiliser we had. Were you all shouting at the screen? You need to fill up the fertiliser.
What crops do you want to plant in the field? Can't really plant anything until April.
I'll speed up time. I'll skip and then we'll do sorghum. We'll skip through to April. We can do sorghum and soybeans.
No problem at all.
What was that? I'm wondering the hills are having a disco in the background, then sort of flickering and flashing. There's me drive all the way over there to fertiliser field and forget to actually fill up with fertiliser. This time I will put fertiliser in because at the end of the last stream I filled it up with lime. Our commentary and time-lapse series. No, I find the if you do a full time-lapse video with commentary over the top, I find it comes across a little bit awkward. Because it's voiceover, and yeah, I just find it just never. I've seen other people try it, and for me personally, I just felt it just never kind of worked. But I do have something else, as I mentioned earlier, to try. But I don't want to say anything yet, just in case I don't get round to doing it. But yeah, keep an eye out for that because I will give it a try and see how it goes. hopefully at some point soon. Yeah, thank you very much for the subscription as well, Avalan. GPS mod, I'm currently using enhanced vehicle control mod, which has like a, it's not quite a GPS, but it's like a guide system, like a fixed track system. So it's in a way a kind of GPS sort of thing. But yeah, I'm using that because it's a lot easy. Well, it's fairly easy to use, but also the enhanced vehicle mod has the four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive option as well. You can lock differentials on it, so there's quite a lot of options within that mod, not just like the fixed driving. It also has the auto turn as well, so once you've set up your track you can get it to auto turn at the end of the field. Stop at the set point at the headlands as well. So it's quite a long list of features to it, and I can't remember half the controls, probably even a quarter of them at the moment. But if you go on to Google, search FS22 enhanced vehicle control mod, you'll find a link to it on, I think it's on, trying to think what the name of the site is, modhoster.com. I think it's officially on there from the mod creator, and also on GitHub. Tom saying hi, hey to you. Anon saying, hey Sim, can you show your advanced graphics settings? I'll have a look in a minute. I'll have to leave the server to do that. I'll just make sure I haven't missed anything on here. A tiny little bit down that end. Yeah, I'll do it once we've got these fields done, because I'll go and grab the other seed drill so we can give Stevie a hand getting these crops in the ground. What's you putting in this one? Sorghum. Just make sure we get the right crop. Sim, what is the mod that you have in No Man's Land? Yeah, that's the enhanced vehicle control mod. So everything that's around the speedometer, that's all the enhanced vehicle control mod. The greenhouse mod on the Timelapse series is part of the elk mountain modding ranch pack. So I think there's a link to that possibly on the mod list for Elm Creek. If not, then if you're on Facebook, search Elk Mountain Modding and go to their Facebook page, and you'll get the link there, and it's also on kingmods.com. So those greenhouses are part of the ranch pack, they're not like a separate mod. I just crashed into my seed drill. Just make sure I actually fill this up as well before we go all the way over there. I'll switch it to sorghum. Paraglider 76 saying hey to you. To be honest, I mostly use the Corn Hub as a mod site. Had bad background programs on others. Yeah, King Mods is okay. GitHub GitHub is it's like a developer site where they can upload the files for people to like download and work on and make changes. Mod hoster I haven't used myself for a long time. That used to be okay for some mods, but I do know that's the official like download link for the enhanced vehicle control mod is on there. But yeah, there's a lot of websites I don't use myself, just because there's too much spam and dodgy stuff on them. Kránitz said, will you be combining in this stream? I don't know. It depends if we get these fields sown, and then we'll skip through time until there's something else to do. Then possibly we could get in one field harvested if it's ready. So I don't know for definite, but maybe we'll see. One thing I forgot to have a look at as well, which I don't really want to stop. I forgot now we skip time to check the used equipment, see if anything new had come up. So yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to make sure we keep a check on the animals, feed and greenhouse water and that before we skip any further time. I did turn weeds off as well. We did have weeds switched on. I forgot I did actually turn them off because I kept forgetting about the weeds and then skipping through time, and then the weeds was growing. So I'd come on before I started the stream and we was towards the end of the day, so I'd skip to the next month and then forget that we hadn't taken the weeds out of the field, so I'd just switch them off. So we could possibly sell the 2 weeders we've got, because we technically don't really need them as weeders now. Avalan saying, another question, what do you prefer, direct seeding with longer work with 8 metre or bigger seed drills with cultivating first? I love the 8 metre direct seeder. I prefer direct seeding just because it combines 2 jobs into one. But I don't mind either way, which way around. But yeah, I'd prefer a larger direct seeder. But sometimes you can weigh it up in that case of if you've got a larger seeder that doesn't direct drill, but it's like a 12 metre over an 8 metre one, well then you've got quite a large cultivator. You can then also always get a worker to cultivate one field while you're sowing the other. Right, now we've done that, let's just check the used equipment. So nothing useful to us. Manure spreader, slurry spreader and our old combine. So nothing in there at the moment. Billy, why was the new map removed that came out today? I don't know. Possibly that there was a major issue with it crashing or something, but it required an update. Often when mods get removed straight away, there's several reasons. One, it could be there's a game breaking bug with it that wasn't picked up in testing. Another one is that something on the map, the map creators use something that they shouldn't have used, or they've used something from somebody else without permission, and they've had to take it down for that. But most of the time I think it's just that it requires an extra update because there's something wrong with it. Samuel Farmer saying hello, hey to you. Yeah, the Horse Pronto 9 meter direct seeder was nice in 19, and I did see the Horse Pronto was in the testing list the other day, but I think it failed testing, so hopefully the Pronto will come out very soon, because that was a nice kind of like medium sized seed drill with direct drill as well. The Farming Cow saying hey Sim, hey to you, see you back in the chat. Also, did you know that John Deere corn seeder has direct seeding? Yes. I don't think the GPS mod is that necessary. I mean, it would be nice to have, but I don't think it's needed. The only things I find difficult to do without GPS and stuff is when you're fertilising and spraying crops and you can't actually see the change in ground texture, so it's difficult to see where you've been. But if it's stuff like this, I don't kind of feel like I need it all that much. See, we're saying this sadly has to go. See you. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you taking time to watch, and I hope you enjoy the stream and enjoy the rest of your week. Brody the Farmer saying hi, hey to you. Welcome to the stream. And Thomas G, I've downloaded the Horse Pronto 9DC and I've found the Amazon Condor. I think that was another one that was in testing as well, was the Amazon Condor. I don't know if it was the 15 meter direct seeder that was on 19. But I'm pretty sure I saw the Condor in the testing list the other day as well. Matax Gaming saying, hey, where's today's time lapse? Yeah, no time lapse today, unfortunately. I'm kind of having a mini break from recording so much. So there was no time lapse today, instead I was doing the live stream. So there'll be a time lapse back tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday there won't be one, but there will be a live stream. And then there should be one Sunday as well. And possibly next week then back to normal, but not guaranteed yet. Abstinent saying greetings from Poland, greetings to you. Thomas G saying the Condor is a 15 meter direct seeder. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. 15 meter is a nice size direct seed drill. Because then when you start getting bigger than that, you start getting like the air drills, which can get a little bit awkward to use on some fields. Avalanche saying for corn direct seeding is useless because you still have to plough. Sunflowers it's good. Yeah, sunflowers, soybean, cotton as well, you don't need to plough. Oh, accidentally lifted the seed drill. Scout, I don't watch anymore. I used to before I started this channel, and I haven't watched any content from that channel since before pretty much the start of FS19. So I don't get much time to watch YouTube. And I don't tend to watch farm sim content, because by the time I've finished recording, I've had enough of farm sim for the day. So the last thing I want to do is watch somebody else play farm sim. Liquid or mineral fertilizer? I prefer mineral, because I find it a lot easier to do. But liquid fertilizer, I like spraying on crops once they've got to the first growth stage, rather than using solid fertilizer. And also it kind of gives you something different to do other than doing the same thing all the time. Line that up. Yeah, so I don't mind doing liquid fertilizer. But I don't have a particular favourite over one over the other. I think solid fertilizer with a spreader is a lot easier to do. Nick's saying one of my friends left the speeder up in real life and I got in the other field, end of the field, before he found out. Yeah, there's that. But with some of the fertilizer spreaders, you can do lime and solid fertilizer, so you can get two things out of them. And I try and avoid herbicide, especially in 22 now, because if you don't do your herbicide at the right time, it's not quite as effective. So trying to do herbicide after you've sown the crop, and sometimes I find it doesn't always, it works, but it doesn't always show that it's working. So it's difficult to see where you've actually been, because it doesn't actually show the ground texture that it's actually being sprayed, even though it is actually working. It's not my dog going woof, Thomas. My dog's lying asleep on her back. Ah, cedar. Now I understand your comment a bit more. Yeah, I've done that before when I've been using GPS on videos, and I've accidentally raised the seed drill and been halfway down the field before I've realised. The one I did the other day was with a harvester. hadn't realised the harvester was at 100%, and I'd got distracted by something. I looked up and I'm like, I destroyed like half of the crop down one row because the combine had carried on, but obviously it was full, so it stopped harvesting. I was like, whoops. Yeah, in the base game, only the Bradle spreaders can use lime, but there's a lot of modded ones that take lime as well. Like that little spreader we've got on here takes lime and fertiliser, although it's pretty useless for lime because it's only got 1,000 litre capacity. Kránitz is saying, how do you like 22/19? They did a good job. Did they do a good job? I feel like 2 years they could do a bit more than this. Engine update isn't too bad, but I expected a little bit of physics at least. I think it's a big improvement over 19, but it could still be a lot better. But it's not saying just because it was released a year later than it maybe would have been. With COVID and restrictions on lockdown and stuff, I don't think the development time would have been necessarily any longer than what it would have been normally. Plus the fact that we're still working on DLC for the last year of FS19. So I don't think that extra year really made any difference in terms of how long they actually got to work on it. But yeah, it is an improvement. But yeah, there is still a lot of room for improvement. Hopefully the next update will improve things further. Production mods I've mentioned in other streams. I'm not overly fussed by them. I would have much rather have seen more crop types in with the equipment for them, rather than having the production mods in game. The automated worker it's an improvement as well, although that still feels like it needs a bit of work, and it is a little bit basic. But at least they seem to be making some kind of improvement in that area. But optimization, performance wise, graphics wise, lighting I think is a hell of a lot better. I think it looks, the sounds are like a real improvement with all the different sounds they've got in the game now for all the different implements. So I think it's a big improvement over 19, but yeah, still a lot more that could improve on. Don't have a John Deere to use. We don't have the money to buy a John Deere either. That fail was not in the video, no. I did a sneaky jump cut. There has been times where I've slightly shot over and destroyed some of the crop, but not as bad as I did the other day. The biggest thing physics wise for me is the pallet still. Well, the pallet, I think the physics for the pallets have been improved quite a bit. But I just think the collision system on the bottom of some of the pallets doesn't work well with the forks, and it kind of allows the forks to pass through, which then kind of makes them jiggle around on the forks and then go flying off. So I think it's more the actual collision system on the pallets that needs changing than the actual physics of them. The Giants won't have started the next game yet. They've already said themselves they're not even sure when the next game will be. They're not sure if it'll be back to a 2-year cycle or whether it'll be 3 years, maybe even more than that. They may just do more content for this game and keep it at every 3 years, but have more DLC. I kind of get that feeling with the way they've done the season pass. We're having a year 1 season pass. He strongly suggests that there'll be a year 2 season pass, because it seems strange that they'd call it a year 1 season pass if they're not planning on doing more. So I could potentially see that next year we won't get a new game, but we'll get more DLC, another expansion, and then possibly we'll get a new FS the year after that, so it'll be released in 2024, so FS25. I think that'll be, it's one of those things, because now they don't have a publisher, they're self-publishing the game, they don't have a publisher that's putting pressure on them to get a game out. Yeah, Nicky's saying I should do a fails video. The trouble is, half the time I always forget to keep the recordings. So often when I come to edit the videos, those bits will get cut out, and then once I've finished with the video, they get any stuff I don't use gets deleted, and I always forget to keep them to try and do something like that. To be honest, there's not that many times where I do have fails that I cut out, and the only reason why I cut them out, it's not to hide the fact that I've messed up. It's more just because I like to keep the video flowing. So like when you tip over a trailer of logs, watching me get out and try and flip the thing back over with using super strength is not great to watch. So I usually cut those out. Although I would say it's probably only twice I've flipped the log trailer over on No Man's Land Timelapse series. I flipped over quite a few times on the live streams, on the earlier live streams. Like that one tiny little bit over there, and that's this field done. And we'll go and help Stevie get the soybeans in that one. I'll do this little bit here Stevie missed.
Did I miss a small bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just very hard to see.
Yeah. Right, that's done. Right, switch to soybean. Oh, come past it. There we go. Han saying, yeah, but they're working at it still after all those years, and honestly, when you have to code base from 2008, 2009, doing a job like the Giants do is close to a miracle. So I have no idea on coding and stuff like that, so I can't comment on like how easy it is, how difficult it would be to do. And I know Giants is still a fairly small company as well. Yes, Alu, No Man's Land time lapse tomorrow at the normal time. Tom saying cheerio to you. Thanks for watching. Avalanche saying I think FS22 is a nice base for DLC. The production building will be nice, and I'm looking forward to for quarry maps for mining, etc. Yeah, it's a good base for DLC. The trouble is, it's like the first DLC. I think there's a lot of people that have purchased the season pass are going to be very disappointed with the first DLC. There's going to be a lot of people that haven't bought the season pass that probably won't bother buying it because it's probably not something that a lot of people are going to use. So the DLC with mods as well, with so many mods coming out, a lot of people are going to say, what's the kind of point in paying for something that doesn't really offer anything that you can't get in a mod? It's a new brand that's not been in the game before. As far as I know, none of those vehicles have ever been available as mods, not that I've seen. So it is completely new stuff to me anyway, but it does have limited uses. That's one of the things with the season pass. It's Giants kind of pushing a season pass, but not telling you exactly what you're going to get. So it's kind of like saying, getting you to buy something before you even know what you're actually buying into. Which they've given a briefing saying it was a vehicle pack, and I think one of the other ones is saying something to help you farm more efficient. And then we know the expansion pack is going to include one new map, but what else is going to include is a complete mystery. I don't like that it's kind of a bit harsh then getting you to buy something that you may not want. So you're basically pre-purchasing something that may be of no use to you whatsoever because you don't ever use that stuff in game. So you've then bought into a season pass that may be completely full of content that you'll never use. So it's been a waste of money for you. So it's one of the reasons why I've not bothered with the season pass personally. Because I just don't know what the DLCs are going to be. At least with some games when they do season pass, they tell you straight away what the content's going to be. Hans saying I wouldn't mind at all if they stuck to a 3-year cycle. Gives modders so much more time to do their magic. FS19 got crazy amazing towards the end, yeah. And it seems like converting between 19 and 22 seems a little bit easier than it was from 17 to 19. But yeah, it is that extra time to get mods out. Some of the stuff towards the end of 19 was some really good stuff coming out that we possibly wouldn't have got if they've had a 2-year cycle. I mean, my only concern as a content creator is obviously I rely on the games for making a living, and I would say that interest in FS19 was still quite high right up to the end. So even over a 3-year cycle, there was a lot of people may have dropped off after a few months of the release, but it always seemed to be that you've got a good core of like subs watching your videos to keep up a decent amount of views over that period of time, especially having the new mods coming out as well. There's always something new to add into the game, new maps to play on. So from that point of view, I wouldn't mind if they went to a 3-year cycle, but I don't think I could go any further than 3 years, because towards the end of 19 I was really starting to lose interest in it. And even though you get that new game out and it's kind of quite repetitive what you're doing, it's still nice to have a complete new game. Avalon saying, do you know where easy modding is? I have no idea. I've tried creating a 3D model, but I struggled with trying to get the XML files all set up to get it in game. I can imagine it's not easy, depending what you're doing as well. If you're interested in doing it, I'd say start with something simple. And then go from there. But yeah, some of these modders that come out with like full tractor models and doing all the animations and stuff on there it's crazy. I wouldn't even have a clue where to start with anything like that. So hats off to any modders that do stuff like that. I appreciate the time they take to actually do it as well. If you want to just change your colour, you can do that via the XML files. Depending how the mod's set up, or if it's an in-game vehicle, you'd have to take it out and convert it into a mod, unless you change the base game files for it. But colour changing, adding colour options is fairly easy depending how the mod's been set up. If it's a mod that's already got different colour settings in, then you just need to add white to the options. And I think you can do that in an XML file by just adding white into the colour combination fairly easy. Tyler, the next old stream time lapse will possibly be just trying to think, maybe sometime on the weekend, definitely next week. I haven't actually got one recorded yet, so I need to get back on there and record. But I haven't been on, I was waiting for the update to come out, which then came out, and I never got round to recording the next episode on the old stream farm. Han saying, definitely not getting the first DLC from what I've seen so far. Yeah, I'm still in two minds whether to get it or not. If I do get it, I'll only get it because I'll be doing a video on it. Which I know there's so many other YouTubers that do FS that will probably get early access for it, then I might not bother. I haven't actually looked to see how much it is, to be honest. But if anyone is considering get it, then use code SimFarmer at checkout if you go through Giants. It's my partnership code, so I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Phil saying, are you going to do vineyard? Yes, I'll be doing every single crop type in the base game on No Man's Land. So grapes, olives, cotton, sugarcane, sugar beet, potatoes, chopped sugar beet, and I'll be doing all production lines as well. So getting the sugar mill, oil mill, just trying to think, a BGA. Trying to think what I haven't got. Cereal factory. So we'll get the grape processor. Don't think there's much else then. So we'd have to get the sugar factory, the cereal factory, the grape processor. Trying to what else I haven't got. The oil mill. And a BGA. I don't think there's anything else I haven't got then. So yeah, I want to try and do all production lines and do all production types. So produce every different one. I don't think I'll do all of them at the same time. So I'll probably start off with the bakery doing bread. But then when I've got the sugar, I can switch that to doing cakes. Same with the dairy as well. I may switch from cheese to doing chocolate once we've got the sugar for that. It does only seem like that if you've got production buildings, you are better off doing one production type rather than mixing it up. Craden, how do you back up save games? Save games are automatically backed up when you exit the game. Or when you join the game. I can't remember which way it works. It's either when you exit the game or when you join the game, like you load into a new save game. I think it's when you exit the game. It creates a save game backup. So if you go into your documents and then your Farming Simulator 22 folder, there should be a folder in there that's got save game backups. You just have to go through there and then take one out and then delete the date and stuff lying on there and then add it to your other save games. Oops. Henschel saying it's like buying blind, you've got no clue what you get and even to say if it's worth it. Yeah, I don't like the fact that it's that way round with the season pass. Because they could literally come out with anything and it's like, there you go, or you've paid for it. This is what you're getting, like it or lump it. Right, Stevie's got that last little bit to do over there. We'll go and get some fertiliser on the grass field. That's one thing we don't have anymore. We need to get new mowers set up to actually cut the grass. Because we sold all our mowers and windrower. Oops, crashed. So before we can actually cut the grass, we do need to upgrade that, which we was planning to do as well. That was going to be the plan before getting the combine, but obviously with that combine coming up in the used equipment sales, it kind of like made sense to make the most of that. So we need to get a header for the combine and also new mowers. Not necessarily a windrower, because we could get the... Let's see if we've actually got enough horsepower. We could get these. They're only 160 and 70, so both our tractors could pull those. We've also got this one as well, because they then can do... When we do silage, they can leave the swath, so we don't need a windrower straight away. So we'll probably look at getting this mower set up or this one. That's no, that one's 240 horsepower. It's quite a big difference. So yeah, we'll be looking at getting this set up because it's only 160 and 70. Didn't realise that one was quite so much. 240 for 10.2 metre. That's 10 metre. That's 10, but you can't do the swath on that one, can you? No. I didn't realise that was quite cheap actually. For 10 metre. It's only 46. Yes, decisions. Let me just move out the way. So Steve, you can get in. Seed drills as well, I would like to upgrade, but the kind of next seed drills up for the 6 metre, which are 100 grand. And if we'd need, like, to get 2 of those, we'd need over 200,000. And at the moment, with 2 of us using the small seeders, which is technically 8 metre. So just to get the equivalent of what we can do now, we'd have to upgrade to that. At 8 metres. And then for a little bit more you could go with that, but not direct drill. What, go for 12 metres just for what's that, 5,500 more. Yeah, future decisions. So we'll go and get some fertiliser on that grass field. And then we'll just check on the greenhouses and chickens and stuff. So where are we? Just gone up to 10 o'clock, so we've got an hour left of the stream. This Massive Ferguson is from the in-game mod hub. So it'll be under, what is it, medium tractor? Yeah, it'll be under the medium tractors category on the in-game mod hub. I was just going to do something and then I've forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, Adrian, it's from the in-game mod hub, that Massey. We bought it a couple of streams ago. Tyler, how many hours do you have on the No Man's Land time lapse? Right, let me just go. Right, go and have a look. Because I did say once we'd finished those, I'd go and have a look at the options. Right, No Man's Land time lapse currently 172 hours. And the old stream farm 9 hours. And then Calmsden farm, that one, 23 hours on Calmsden. Well, I did say I'd look at this, so the advanced graphics options. So this is my advanced graphics settings currently, which is just set by the NVIDIA GeForce Experience, so optimized through that. So currently using DLSS quality, which apparently that's the optimal setting for me. And everything else I think is on the high setting. So it's either 200%, which is the most you can go, or very high. So yeah, everything else is on very, very high, or very high. So yeah, DLSS quality, I think that's the main kind of one. And then I'm playing in 4K. VSync off. Field of view 70. In-game HUD scale I've turned down to 70% because I find it was a little bit too big. And resolution scaling's at 100. Lord Glorious saying he'd like to play No Man's Land but doesn't have the patience to do it. I downloaded my save game if you're on PC, so you've got pre-built farm and equipment to get you going. Engine start. Come on. Tractor's not moving. Forward cart saying I'm new to farm sim 22. The dig anywhere mod looks awesome. Yeah, the Terra something. I've not actually tried it myself yet. I mean, it looks a great mod for role playing and stuff. But for me, I just don't find it's much use. But it will be fun to give it a try. So, yeah, so parts of this field where we extended it fully fertilised already. So and while we're here, we'll get rid of that. I just realised I left the spreader running. Oh, it stopped. That was handy. What world is that? Not the No Man's Land videos. No, this is a completely separate No Man's Land save for the live streams. Han saying they could come out with everything. Remember the Cramper DLC that were all implements done by modders. Yeah, potentially they could. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that won't be very happy with the first DLC that have bought the season pass. While we're here, I will just get rid of these small offcuts of logs. Justin, is there a reason you don't hire workers? Currently on the No Man's Land Timelapse series, I'm not hiring a worker because it sounds a bit stupid because I've got sawmills and production buildings that would technically need workers, but I'm doing it in a way that there's nowhere for the worker to live, so there's no worker available for me to hire until I build some more houses that then I could potentially have workers. I was kind of going to do it in a way where for each production building it required houses for workers, but due to the lack of like decorative placeable housing and stuff, it just wasn't a viable thing to do from the start. So I couldn't really do it just because it wouldn't have really worked, because I had no idea how long I'd be waiting for any decent like decorative housing that could be placed down relatively cheap. Now we've got some Alien Gym released his pack last week or the week before that's got the loads of different buildings in. It's got some decorative housing, stuff like that from the base game map that's placeable that I will be using now. So I will start using workers soon, but that was kind of my reasoning for not using workers so far on No Man's Land. But yeah, originally I was going to do it where to like build a production building would require like 4 workers, that you'd need to build housing for at least 4 people. Although yeah, it does make no difference whatsoever, but it might have been another kind of thing to add as a restriction on the game. Right, rolling we're not that bothered about at the moment, so that's fully fertilised. So I think we pretty much done all we can do for now. So we'll just check the greenhouses and that, make sure they're topped up. And I think the only thing we can do is skip to the next month. Yeah, my map needs to re-update. Right, let's just check the chickens. We've got some eggs now. So they've got plenty of feed. Sheep should be fine because I think that bale's only just gone. Yeah, so they got plenty as well. So the greenhouses are the ones that may need topping up. I got 6,000, so yeah, I think we're alright for those as well. So yeah, we'll skip to the next month. I need to re-sign in as admin so I can change the speed. I'll just increase the time a bit. Okay, there is nothing we can do now apart from some more forestry. So that needs another layer of fertiliser, which we can do once it's got to the first growth stage. But everything else is fully fertilised. We don't really have anything we can sell. We've got a few hay bales, a few pallets of lettuce. So what's that? 2,500, so 5,000 litres of lettuce, which I don't think that's possibly worth bothering selling. And the eggs we'll keep because their price is still quite low. So where's lettuce? Lettuce is currently on the downward. Yeah, we'll leave those building up again and we'll sell them later in the year because we'll have a trailer's worth by then anyway. Chicken. Yeah, the wool still seems to be quite slow. And we should have bought the older sheep straight away rather than buying the younger ones because they don't seem to produce as much wool. We'll just keep our eye on the used equipment sale as well. Take the forestry trailers over to the forest while we're skipping through the night just to get them back over there. Aram saying hello, hey to you. Cody, is this No Man's Land different to the Timelapse? Yes, it's different. It's a completely different save game to the Timelapse series. I like the idea of playing No Man's Land with multiple farms starting in every corner. It would be nice to see every farm grow. Yeah, in a multiplayer game, if you've got enough people on and having their own farm, if you can find the time where everyone can get on to play enough on there, it would be quite cool to see something like that and see how everyone goes around doing the farms slightly different. I'm presuming, I'm just going to turn the time down a little bit. The sawmill, yeah, is out of wood. So we could do topping up the sawmill. Right, so we'll... Oh, I didn't bring the front loader over with me. Since I'll push these logs out, try and push these over with the front loader, I didn't bring it with me. I brought the trailers and not the front loader. I'll see if we can do it by hand without flying up in the air. Oh, that's not going to work very well. So we've got enough to buy the header now. Stevie's just sold a load of products. Was that all the planks, Stevie?
Yeah, there was 9 pallets of planks. But I think we're going to have to sell these rolling trailers. They're just very, very heavy when they're full of anything.
Okay. I don't know what's a better option.
I'd say hold on to them for now, and then next time maybe we get the brawn, the 40 mod brawn trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that installed. I just don't have it enabled on here.
And I noticed in my time-lapse series that whenever I was using these rolling trailers, it just seems they're when you've anted on them at all, they're just very, very heavy.
Yeah, they're too difficult to pull. Yeah, we'll look at doing that. So I'll try it.
This time I got 15 kilometers an hour this time, as opposed to 6 last time.
Should have given me a shout. I'd have come and give you a push. Yeah, we don't know, because I bet those new pallets are a lot heavier as well. Right, get that set in so we can start production again. Just going to check. A new roller. Can't roll any of our fields now. That would have been nice to have had. Right, so I'll get these last few chucked in. I do cutting down a couple of trees and just dragging them over to the sawmill to top that up. Fonta, good evening, how are you? Good to see you in the chat, hope you're well. Luke, will you ever upgrade the tiny shack on No Man's Land? I will eventually, but at the moment I just don't see the point in spending any money to upgrade it. Because a new house won't do anything different to that one, other than visually look different, so... And also at the moment I haven't really found another house that I like to change to. Craden saying one worker could be like it's your wife and they live with you, so there's one worker. Could be, but when you hire a worker sometimes though it's never the same worker. I say this is my wife, but then it's like a 1 minute it's a female worker and then it could switch to a male worker and then switch back to a female, switch back to a male, so you could do that, but it look a bit weird. Sinead saying hi, I'm back, welcome back. Henrik, no, hello Lansky. Saying, hey, you're finally awake. Finally awake. Did I fall asleep? Craden, what was the production called that makes clothes? The tailor shop. Is it called the tailor shop? Have I gone past it? Where is it? I'm being completely blind here and can't see it. There it is. It looks different because they're showing it from the side angle, not the front. Yeah, the tailor shop, this one. Don't know why they haven't showed the front profile on the picture. Kind of like showed the back of it for some reason. Yeah, the tailor shop for clothes and the spinnery for fabric. So if you've got wool, you need to produce fabric, and then clothes are made from fabric. Luke saying now the workers are just one of your wife's many husbands. Yeah, the milkman. I'm running around like a headless chicken here. Yeah, I should have bought my front loader. I should say how many pallets of furniture we've got here. So we've got 4,000 pallet, 4,000 litres there, I should say. Where's my door? So storage wise, that's got plenty of space. Alright, so we don't need that. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll go and head down to the store and we'll buy the new header for the combine. And I'll speed up time a little bit so we can skip to the next month. So June we may have the first crop to harvest, and we can finish off the stream by harvesting at least one field. Stevie's volume is always low, it's hard to understand what it's saying. I think he needs to speak a little bit louder. The worker manager mob, I've not seen that myself. I know there was one in 19, the contractor mod, but it had far too many conflicts with other mods, so I never actually used that one. What did you miss? I can't remember when you was last here. We've sown some sorghum, sown some soybeans. If you missed that, fertilised the field, fertilised the grass, and we haven't really done much else. I forgot I left the combine down here for the header. I was just about to buy a header for the new combine. So we're going to see Barbara again. Oops. No header in the used equipment sales, unfortunately. We'll repair this as well while we're here, just so I don't forget to do it. Although the repair's not too bad on it, considering it's a used combine. That could have been a lot worse. 2,200 to repair, that's not too bad. Could have been worse, could have been a lot worse. And we've got a full tank of fuel as well, which is nice. Sparrow's saying, I found him through Stevie and he sounds worse than a drive-through speaker. Yeah, on my end I've got the game chat turned right up, so I can't increase it anymore. Tituan saying hello guys, hey to you. Sinead saying you missed all of that. You can't, probably can't scream, might wake the baby up. Right, see how well a worker can drive the massive back up to here. Saves me coming back for it. Well, let's turn him round by the looks of it. AI worker is blocked by an object. No, they're not. Lies. I like the way when you hire a worker to drive anywhere on this certain points of the map, it kind of like just wiggles side to side for some random reason. They'll get there eventually. Luke saying, I heard a combine manufacturer got in some legal trouble. There was a class action lawsuit. Lol. That's not the worst joke I've heard this week. The farming cows. Hey Sim, I was wondering if you would like to see my huge field on no man's land. It would be nice, but I don't know how I would be able to see it. Fanatic Farm saying this weekend you should do live stream where you start up a new save, crossplay, and just let us join in. I wouldn't do a live stream as a multiplayer because they just, when you've got a lot of people on like that. I remember just doing my offline one. At times you've got like 15 people trying to unload one combine. It just gets a bit too hectic. I will have my crossplay server up and running soon though. That is on my list of jobs to do, and I say I've having that kind of slight break from recording this week has definitely helped get a lot of that list reduced. So getting the server set up is something I'll be looking to do over the next week or so. But it won't be for a live stream. So we'll skip to July and see if there's any crop ready to harvest. Where's this worker? Come on, what are you doing? It's like just driving a straight line. It's like driving around objects that don't exist. Like playing chicken with a tree, then driving straight towards the tree, and then no, I'm going to turn at the last minute. Luke saying he thinks he can come up with some worse ones. Han saying good night, Storm. Good night. Another amazing stream, but I have to go now. See you before the next one. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Storm. I appreciate taking the time to watch. It's not so much being a chicken, it's just it only takes one person to do something stupid on their live stream, like drawing inappropriate things in the crops and stuff like that. Because you're bound to get somebody that's just going to come on and be stupid. Right. let's see if our barley's ready to harvest. May possibly be next month. I can't remember when we actually... Oh no, it is ready. Right, so we can finish off harvesting some barley. Oops. Yeah, see. Luke's saying a school sent a class to a farm for a trip. Apparently, it was all field work. Oops. Regs saying, hey Sim, I love your videos, hey to you. Sinead saying, how are you so good at FS? Many hours of practice, Sinead. Many hours of practice. No, I had over 5,000 hours just on FS19. I've already got well over 500 hours on FS22 already. And we're only, what, a few months into the release of the game. Hence the reason why I need a slight reduction from playing. Oh, I forgot we got the weeds in this field because this is the one I forgot to do the weeds before I skip time. So that's when I turned them off. Spurs saying I use auto drive at the base game, hiring a workers just to drive them from A to B doesn't work right on No Man's Land. It doesn't work very well on No Man's Land. There's no traffic spleens set up though on the map, so I think the base game maps, they kind of find their own way to one of the traffic spleens and then they go from there. This map doesn't have anything like that, simply because it's one of those maps where you can put things wherever you want. There's no way of knowing where people are going to place items, so it's difficult to set up things like that because everyone's map's going to be slightly different. Craden's game is saying Sim Farm is the best at decorating. I really don't worry about decorating on my farms as much. I'd like to do more decorating in 22. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, it's just trying to justify spending the money on fencing, hedging and stuff like that at the moment. And a few people didn't like it when I used the free landscaping and free fencing mod. Sinead saying 607 hours on FS22 for me. I don't know what my exact amount is because the first... I'm not sure how many episodes. The first so many episodes I was all recorded on the version from Giants, which I have no way of knowing how many hours I'd got on that. So on the Steam version I've got over 500 hours, plus what was ever on the... how many hours I had on the other version of the game before I switched over to Steam. The only reason why I switched to the Steam version was so I could access the cheats mode and also keep track on the hours. Farmer King George saying, hi, I love FS and FS, it is you and Dagwin and Farmer Cop who has encouraged me to start a farm sim channel, thanks. I hope you do well with your channel. Yeah, weeds in the field growing the wrong crop. Farming cares, when you make crossplay server, will we have to download mods? Only if you To start with, there may not be any mods on there. I may just keep it base game. But if there are any mods, they will be all easy to download off the mod hub. Because obviously there will have to be crossplay. Farmer King George saying he has 5,700 hours on FS22. 5,700 on 22. Has the game even been out that long? I just realised I'm leaving a straw swap. We don't have a baler. I forgot we sold the baler. That was another thing with the upgrading the grass equipment. We need to get the new baler.
I'm going to send a load of lads soon, so we might be before that.
Yeah, we've got some furniture, some lettuce to sell. I think as well we could possibly sell the 2 9-metre weeders now, because I've switched weeds off and I don't intend on switching them back on. They're just too much of a pain to keep on top of, so we could sell both of those as well. How much was that baler we was gonna get? I think it was about 90. Yeah, 99,500. I don't think those weeders are worth a huge amount. I think they're about 6,000 each. Where are they? Oh, that's 10. That was about 20,000 just in those 2 weeders. Got loads of pallets of eggs to sell as well. So we could always sell some of those if we do need that little bit extra. I never even considered the baler. I thought, Kránitz saying, I don't know how many hours I have on FS22. I use Steam for FS19, but for 22 I just got it from the Giants with a code. Yeah, that is the one downside. I don't think it tracks your... there's any way to track your hours through the Giants version. The only way you could really do it is just total up all your saved games, how many hours you've got on those, and get a rough figure if you've still got them all. Farm King George say 470 million. That sounds a bit more reasonable. Yeah, I don't think I've got that quite that many, but probably not far off. Sinead saying, I got the main farm on old stream farm. Nice. I don't know if I'll buy the main farm on the old stream farm. I may just build up my own farm in a different area. If I get that far anyway. No, we can't rent. There's no leasing, no renting, no leasing, no increase in the loan on here. I think leasing would make things far too easy to progress through. So we're doing a no leasing and no increase in the loan. So we have to earn everything to be able to buy anything. Luke, have you tried using Discord or TeamSpeak? I haven't for the voice. I don't have TeamSpeak. I do have a Discord server that I'm still working on, although I haven't been on there for a couple of weeks. But I haven't tried the voice chat on there to see if it's any better than the in-game. Sebastian, hello to you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, didn't want to do that. Kránitz said he has 800 hours on FS19 on the new PC, way more than the old PC. Yeah, it's surprising how many hours you can rack up on this game. The farming cows, I don't know. No, that's fine, Sinead, honestly. As long as you're not spamming the chat, then I don't mind. The farming cows, well, I can't guarantee I would be able to get on your server, but once, if you've got a Discord, once you've if I've opened the Discord, is that howl? Then maybe you could message me on there and could take a look on your server sometime if I get a chance. Just trying to think how much barley we actually where are we? 22,000 left from last year's harvest. My Discord at the moment is just for my channel members while I finish setting it up, but it will be open to everybody soon. Once I've got it all set up and I've made sure it's like going to be correctly moderated and stuff like that. But we are at nearly 100%. Ramo, is it worth switching from FS19 to FS22? In my opinion, yes it is. Now more and more mods and more maps are coming out. I think it's worth switching over. There's a crazy amount of mods waiting still in the test list. And there's new mods coming out pretty much every day during the week. There's a lot of new maps starting to come out as well now. There's GPS is out, Courseplay is still a work in progress, but that's available. So there's a lot of like the base mods that are really useful are available now to some degree. So I'd say it's definitely worth switching over. My golden retriever kind of sort of howls sometimes. He just sits there and goes Arrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr It's a bit weird when he does. The other two don't. Luke's saying he's curious what people's opinions are on the best maps from all the farming sims. I think I've mentioned this in the streams when it comes to maps. I don't think you'd ever get like a one overall this is the best map. I couldn't possibly say what I think is the best map because I've never played on every single map. I could tell you what my favourite map is that I've played on, but there's some maps I've played on that I've really enjoyed, but they've been really good maps in one way, but from a gameplay point of view they've not been very good maps from a gameplay experience, but they've looked fantastic. And then there's other maps that are really fun to play on, really accessible, but then they're not the most detailed or the nicest looking maps, but they're really fun to play on. So I think it's always a personal kind of thing on what map you think is the best. And you'll probably ask 100 people and you probably get 100 different answers. Sebastian saying nice combine. Yeah, this was our purchase at the earlier in the stream. I used Clash Trion 720. It's a nice upgrade over the Dominator. Sinead saying bye. Well, thank you again for watching, Sinead. I hope you enjoyed the stream. No, don't send your phone number. Billy saying golden retrievers are the closest to wolves, that's why they do it. I love golden retrievers, they are awesome dogs. He's just such a goofball. He's brilliant. Craden saying, when I used to watch Timelapse on FS17, I turned the volume off because it was like, what's the point of the music more? Well, it's one of those things you don't need to watch with the sound on. If you don't like the music, just mute the video. Listen to something else while you watch. I clicked on somebody's Facebook, there was a link to a Facebook in one of the groups for someone that was doing a time-lapse video, and they'd shared their link saying, oh, like, check out my new channel, watch my time-lapse. And I had to turn the volume down on my phone to like 3% and the music was still too loud. I was like, I don't know what setting he got his music on, but it was like absolutely deafening at normal volume. Yeah, we was always told by one of our like old neighbours, they used to have golden retrievers, and you said once you have a golden retriever you'll never want another breed of dog. Well, we're going to unload this. I'll top up the chicken feed first while we're there, and we'll put the rest in the silo. Kránitz saying they used to have a black lab and he was an awesome dog. Yeah, labs are nice dogs as well. When growing up we used to have like family dog, we used to have a Werner armour. And he was a great dog as well. He was a nightmare on the lead though. Oh, I said top up the chickens first and I go straight to the silo. Whoops. Rock crawling. Ooh, and then crash into my shack. Farming cow saying right now he's rock picking all by himself. Sounds a tedious job. Here you go, chickens. Convert this barley into some eggs. Sebastian saying he's more of a cat guy. I've never owned a cat. I'm not opposed to cats, but always preferred dogs. But I've always grown up. We've pretty much always had a dog when I was growing up. So when I was really young, we used to have an old English sheepdog, and then we had the Werner armour. And then when I moved in with the wife, when we first moved in together, we got a Jack Russell Terrier. Oh, I need to go this way. So I've got about 15 minutes or so left of the stream. So we've still got just over 100 viewers. So if you've not yet hit the like button, then please do. I really do appreciate it. So I hope you've all been enjoying the stream as well. I say it kind of wasn't a lot of people probably weren't expecting a stream tonight. So we've got a lot of new people in that haven't watched one of the streams before. So the next stream will be on Saturday evening, 7:30 UK time. That's 8:30 Central European time. There may possibly be a midweek stream next week, but it may be on the other channel, Sim Farmer Plus. I can't hit the like button for myself. Well, I can actually, but it seems a bit weird liking your own videos. So as you get those people that like their own Facebook posts. Although I remember when I first started YouTube, it was one of the channels I used to watch, they used to do videos on how to grow on YouTube and tips on YouTube stuff, and the one thing they always used to say was comment and like on your own video. Comment, like and share every video you post. Sounds a bit weird, but obviously it does get that little bit of extra engagement. Crowd Games saying my dad calls our dog stupid mutlol. Farming Cows, hey Sim, how come you didn't finish Crater Lake series? You could have started FS22 after finishing. No, there was no way I was going to continue FS19 after FS22 was released. As a content creator, just the views on FS19 completely died as soon as the early access YouTubers got FS22 content out. So I went from getting regular normal amount of views the one day, and then the next day all the FS22 stuff was being posted. My views literally dropped by 2/3 to what it was the day before. There was no way I could continue doing content on FS19 after the release of 22. And Crater Lake did finish. I would have liked to have done more on it, but I did actually fully finish it. It did come to some kind of end. Just a little bit earlier than I would have liked. Luke saying he'd also sneak up behind us when we were sitting on the floor playing and just pop his head on ours. Yeah, if I sit like that, if I'm sitting on the floor, he'll come up behind me and stick his head over my shoulder and just rest his head on my shoulder. And you just look at him and he's just there looking out the corner of his eyes at you like, what are you doing? Thomas G, it's nearly 1 AM for you. For me it's 10 to 11. If you look at the very top corner of the screen, it's difficult to see. Right up in the very top right hand corner you can actually see the real time for me, which is 22:51. Missed a bit again. Farming count saying right now it's 500. Yeah, France is Central European time, so it's an hour ahead of me. 5 in the noon. Earth Hunter saying good night. Thank you for stopping by again. Thanks for moderating the chat as well. Appreciate the extra help. And enjoy the rest of your week. So 88% full. So just make sure I don't go over. End up destroying some of the crop. We are 4. Luke, you said you'd be farming everything in the time lapse. Will you do horses? Yeah, I'll be doing horses, even though I don't think horses are worth bothering with at all in FS22. As I found out in Hoe Baler on, I think they're a complete waste of time at the moment. They're a lot of work over a long period of time, just not worth the effort. If that was worth around about 15,000, like the max value, rather than 5, that'd probably be worth more doing. Kránitz saying gotta go. Well, thank you for stopping by again, and enjoy the rest of your week as well. Class guy, how can you become moderator? Participate in a lot of the streams in the chat. So I know you can trust you, but Earth Hunter is also one of my moderators on Discord and a channel member as well. Thomas saying hello from the future. Yeah. People of the future. I don't recognise your name from the chat though, the class guy. That's probably just me, because obviously you get a lot of people. I just don't remember your name. So now we've got enough for the new baler. So that won't be too bad. We'll have got the new baler, so we just need to get the new mower set up, and then we'll be able to do the silage, because one of us can mow while the other one bales and wraps directly behind. So that'll be our next purchase, will be the new mower settle. So possibly look at trying to do that next time, so we can get our grass cut for silage. Class guy saying like, yeah, been many more to come. Yeah, it's more the moderators I've got currently are channel members. So I know they're not going to just randomly start deleting people, hiding people from the chat and things, deleting comments. So it's just getting to know people through the chat and knowing who I can kind of trust. Yeah, goats would be nice. Alpacas. Be able to do an alpaca farm so we can get alpaca wool for fleece, alpaca fleeces. It was quite funny. Me and my wife have been looking at different properties. So, like houses in the areas, to potentially like see what we can get for our money in the future. And there was one she was looking at that came with an alpaca farm, and they were doing like breeding alpacas for fleece, and also to sell as pets. I'm like, I don't know how many people in the UK have alpacas as pets. There was also one in Worcestershire. There was it's possibly considered as small holdings. It was like 1.2 million, which is like way beyond anything I'll ever be able to afford. But it came with a vineyard, so a fully working vineyard, an apiary, arable land, and also I think it was like 5 acres of woodland. I thought that would be pretty cool if I had the money for that. Right, we are finished. So just the straw to bale up. What did you sell, Stevie?
I sold the fuel trailer that we should never need again.
Ah, yeah. Have we still got the weeders, or did you sell those as well?
I sold them as well.
Okay. Nice one. I'm thinking... Yeah, we'll leave... Go and put this back and unload this. Let me just check what the... So 34,000 litres of barley, which... best price isn't until January. I was thinking it'd probably be good to get the Anderson bale collector as well at some point. Just seeing if I can get anything else to sell to get the money to get that. Could possibly sell one of the rolling trailers. Did you sell one of those? We still got both of those.
No, we still have the 2 of those.
I think possibly sell one of them for now and keep the other one just to use as for pallets and stuff. See how much that's worth. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How much are they? They're only worth 12. How much is the Anderson? It's not one in the used equipment. Nope. I hadn't finished that menu. Anderson, 50,500. I don't think we've got anything we could sell. It's me trying to do some wheeling and dealing, see if we can get enough money to get the Anderson.
There's still furniture pallets that can be sold.
Yeah, we've got a few pallets of eggs as well. Oh, I've left the header trailer over there. I'll just park this up over here for now. I've got quite a few pallets of eggs. How much are eggs? They weren't particularly great before. 2,200's not too bad. How many's there? What's that? 14, 28, 3, 2, 4. Just quite a few actually. Right. Well, we are at 11 o'clock, but Luke again with his jokes. All music comes from one vegetable, beetroot. Thomas G saying I think it's time to call it a day. Good night, Sim in the chat. Thank you for stopping by, Thomas. I hope you enjoyed the stream and have a great week. So another 22,500 litres of barley in here. Yeah, so not quite finished yet. I'll try and get this Anderson bale collector so we can get the straw bales moved before we finish up. So we get that field cleared. I think next year when we come to January we'll probably sell off some of the barley because we won't need to keep this much. That's 63,000 litres. The chickens won't get through that much in a year. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll throw all these eggs on. This is just going to be hand of God. Apologies. I don't have time to mess around with front loaders. Oh, come on, I'm stuck on my trailer. i.kenneth, how are you? What did you miss? We've done some forestry, bought a new combine. Oh God, Luke, where are you getting all these from? Motivational grain, it's canola, not cantola. Well, we're going to throw the pallets of furniture we've got as well. Sell this trailer. That should hopefully give us enough then to get the Anderson. That'll speed up bale collecting anyway. Yeah, my bad joke for the week was not farming related, but it was. I used to have a job at a what was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. I used to have a job at a cat sanctuary until they reduced me hours. Yeah, we did some forestry to buy a combine, so we bought a Class Trion combine and header, 10.8 meter header. That was well, the combine was in the used equipment sale. We sowed some sorghum, and a field of soybeans. We fertilised a couple of fields. So we've got some lime spread. We've just harvested the field of barley, so the first harvest for this year with the new combine. Stevie's just baling up the straw, and I'm just trying to get some money to buy the Anderson bale collector so we can speed up the process of collecting the bales. We've also bought a new baler as well. I might as well take those planks while we're here. I don't want to stick too many of these because this trailer gets super heavy. And you end up taking 10 years just to get down to the store. Yeah, so Stevie's just baling up the barley straw and that field that we just finished harvesting. Alexandre, thank you very much for the subscription. What comes after forestry? Forestry. Oh, can't beat some lame jokes. Yeah, so Stevie's over there baling with the new baler. So yeah, next time we'll probably look at trying to get the mower set up, because then we've got the baler, got the mowers. The baler can also wrap as well, so then we can do silage again. So if we do, our grass field should be ready to cut, so we can do a load of silage bales, which we'll probably keep then, because I do want to try and get cows for the next kind of the next animals. So we need 50,500 in total. I think we're definitely past that. And we haven't sold the trailer. 44,773. Yeah, bad jokes are the best jokes. We'll sell this trailer because we're going to replace these. They're not great. They're not particularly big anyway. We don't necessarily need two of them as well if we're getting the Anderson bale collector. Hello again, Barbara. Been busy today buying stuff. Just check there's not one popped up in there. Nope. There was on No Man's Land Timelapse series, literally, I think it was the episode after I'd bought the New Holland combine. There was a, let me see which combine it was. I can try and remember. Oh, it wasn't, yeah, it was the Class Tucano came up in the used equipment sale for like 50% off. And it was like 80,000 cheaper than the New Holland I bought. I was like, oh, just typical, isn't it? You buy something and then something comes up in the used equipment sale. The baler is the Pottinger. So the baler we've bought is the Pottinger all-in-one. So this one, because it does all three size bales, so you can do 125 to 180, and it also wraps 125 to 150 bales. So when we do silage, we'll be able to do the 150 bales and bale and wrap at the same time. Luke, why is it called a Massey Ferguson? If it's in atmosphere, surely it's a way to Ferguson. Oh, they're getting worse now. Right, so we'll finish clearing this field and then we'll call it quits. We'll sell these straw bales because we've still got the oats. Yeah, we've got the oat field we can get straw off as well, so we'll keep the straw off those when we harvest that. And then the next cut of silage we do off the grass we'll keep as well, so we've got everything then for cows. Then we can start getting some milk production. How come you didn't do these for the 180 bales?
It's just a force of habit. I always do 150s.
Ah, I was going to say I was picking them up, but they look a bit small. So it's all the same amount of straw. Just a few extra bales.
I just thought it would be handier instead of if we had some left over. The first silage we had to come out would be 180 grass.
Yeah, I found that annoying when I was on. Even though I'd left the baler empty, when I was recording in No Man's Land, I switched it to the 150 bales, and the first bale still came out like the smallest size, even though the baler had been left empty. And I was like, I don't understand. It's set to 150. Why is it come out as a 125?
I find the 150s are ideal for like the feed mix so you have a No Man's Land. I have the same one.
Yeah.
So a silage bale is 5.5 and a hay bale is 6.5. So
Yeah.
it fills feed mix perfect.
Yeah, I was still doing the big bales because I have to move them by hand. Well. So you get one of these. It's like, especially with the round bales, because you can fit 24 bales on one of these as opposed to 14 on the square baler. Right, 2 more bales we can fit on. How many bales do you reckon you get?
Have you the ball collected there now, have you?
Yeah, just got what space for one more. We'll keep the other 2, we'll just take them back to the farm. So if you can keep them both on the baler and then, or the last one, drop it over by the farm instead, I'll go and sell these and then we'll finish up.
Yeah, I mightn't even fill the baler, we'll see.
Luke's saying the best part of bad jokes is heaving the disappointed sigh. Yeah, you get that. Oh. Well, at least this will give us a bit of a head start on getting the mowers. So we'll have some money towards those. So yeah, still just over 102 watching, so thank you, big thank you to everyone that's watched this evening. I really hope you've enjoyed the stream again. And if you have, then don't forget to hit that like button. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel and you're watching, then please consider subscribing. And as I mentioned not long ago, the next stream will be on Saturday evening, 7:30 UK time start, 8:30. So hopefully you can make it. We'll be back here on No Man's Land to do a little bit more work. So 11,700 for the bales. Oh, and I'm stuck. Crashed. I know we could have probably held on to the bales and sold them a bit later in the year. I'm stuck again. We put those flower pots there. But yeah, rather just get the money straight away than have to unload the bales and then reload them back up on the trailer. So yeah, big thank you to everyone that's watched. Big thank you to DRndalo as well for providing the server for tonight's stream. If you are considering a Farming Simulator 22 server for yourself, then do check out DRndalo. They do gaming servers for Farm Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, many other games as well. So consider checking those out. There is a link down in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you do sign up for a server, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel. And a big thank you again for the super chat earlier. I'm not sure if you're still watching, but I really appreciate that. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you again as well for the new channel members, new subscribers. Thank you to Stevie for helping out again.
No problem at all, anytime.
Yeah, so tomorrow there will be a No Man's Land time-lapse video. Possibly Friday, maybe an old stream farm, but may also be a No Man's Land. I'm not 100% sure yet. There won't be a time-lapse Saturday, but there will be one Sunday. Just while I take a little bit of extra time to get other things sorted out. There may be a slight reduction in videos next week as well. But there possibly may be a second stream on Calmsden Farm on the other channel. Not 100% sure on that yet. We'll see how the week goes. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great week. I've enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone that's took part in the chat as well and give me something to talk about. And I'm going to go and walk the dogs and then go to bed because I am knackered and I've got a very busy day tomorrow with lots of editing. I need to finish all my cable management, so hopefully I can get that done. So the setup tour video will be next week hopefully. So again, big thank you to everyone that's watched and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see